time or two, wiped my brow and kept pushing through. I couldn't see how every sign pointed straight to you, that every long lost dream led me to where you are. Others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way to your loving arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. Yes, He did. I think about the years I spent just passing through. Like to have the time I lost and give it back to you, but you just smile and take my hand. You've been there, you understand. It's all part of a grander plan that is coming true. Every long lost dream led me to where you are. Others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. Yeah. Now I'm just rolling home into my lover's arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. That God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. That was Bless the Broken Road by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band and then by Rascal Flatts. And I played that straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'll do a basic tutorial of everything I just played. And at the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. All right, now, I have to say, as a preface to the tutorial that I'm about to start, that this is a special song to me. It's about to become a more special song in less than 2 weeks. Kathy, who's in several of these videos, Kathy and I will be wed, and we intend this as our first dance song. This is something of my story, this song. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool song. I haven't known it for long, but I love it. So I love teaching it to you. Now, I want to apologize for I don't have a simpler version of this song. It's my version isn't really a beginner version, but trying to simplify it, I thought took out the panache of the song. It's not a crazy hard song, but it's not a beginner song. Sorry about that. Also, the plucks and arpeggio and the strums, I couldn't describe them. I will show you what I did. I'll try to describe it orally here, but I couldn't describe it on the song sheet. I couldn't put, so all the chords are in the song sheet, but It just says, you know, pluck this section, strum this section, and that's pretty much all I said. Let me show, well, tell you what, I'll go over the chord transitions first, and then I'll talk about what I did with the plucks and the arpeggios. There's a lot of quick transitions to chords. None of them are hard chords. They're not. None of them are the A13. I looked for a different name for that chord. I couldn't find a different name for that chord, so I put it in as A13, the only thing I knew it as. But that's the hardest sounding chord, but it's not hard. It's no harder than a regular A. Now here we go, or an F or something like that. Anyway, so I'm starting out. This is the intro, which is also the first parts of the verses. You go through it twice, the first part of every verse. So lots of repetition here. So I'm going from a G here, right? Straight G. Then I drop my pinky to make that a G suspended fourth. That's the way I'm doing it. You could slide, I suppose, but I drop my pinky on the 3rd fret. That changes the G into a G suspended fourth. So, and then my index finger stays right there. My middle finger moves over one string, and I've got that A13. Here is the hardest transition. I have to jump from that. But actually, my middle finger is just sliding up. My middle finger is stuck. I don't actually have to jump. Look at that. So, and then my middle finger is sliding up one fret on the same string, and the rest of the hand spins around on it, right? Like that, from there to there. So again, G, suspended fourth, 13, and then E minor. And then the way I'm doing it, I just kind of lean back on that C. That's from the C to the C minor, C major 7, and then back to the start, G. So that's the intro, and that's also the first half of each of the verses. So that's it. Now, what do I do from the G? Then second half of the verse, I'm gonna go to an E minor, and I drop my pinky. I got lost a time or two. So from the G, you can drop a pinky, or you can jump from the G to E minor, either way you like. But I got a strong fairly coordinated pinky, so I just drop that there, and then I got that E minor. I got lost, and from here, my ring finger is kind of the stability point. It's going to just slide down one more fret, right? It's on the right string. Just slide down to the D. A time or two. And now, I think I usually use my ring finger just because it's kind of handy and strum. Slide it over there. C, wipe my brow, and then I drop these two fingers for the G6. Slide my index finger over for the A minor. Keep pushing through. And then the end is the same as the beginning. I couldn't see how every sign pointed straight to you. That's it. Now the chorus, a little bit different, same chords, but a little bit different. Every long lost dream. Now you notice I don't always do it the same way. Sometimes I drop a C just because that feels so naturally, and then I drop a different finger to C major 7, right? But sometimes I just go right to my middle finger. So you could choose whichever way you find most comfortable. Or, right? Every long lost dream led me to, again from the G to the D, your ring finger is going to slide down one fret, and it stays stuck to the ukulele. Led me to where you are. Again, from G to D to G again. This is your stability, right? See how it's just sliding up and down, and you don't have to pick it up at all. Others who broke my heart. Again, your choice whether you want to. You could leave from the G. You could leave your middle finger on the instrument and go like that if you want, or you can like that. Oh, sorry, it's the wrong way though. Broke my heart. There we go. From the C major 7 this time is to an E minor. All right. They were like northern stars. I'm going to talk about the timing there, by the way. Just a moment. Note that line. It's a little bit, sorry. Stars is a little bit different than the other lines in the song. Pointing me on my way. Okay, and then from the E minor, reach across for that A minor. This much I know is true, that God bless, and the end is the same as the beginning. Okay, that's it for the chord transitions. Now, what am I doing? Okay, I'm going to go over the strum first, because everybody's going to do the strum. Some of you might choose not to do the plucks and arpeggio. You might choose a simple strum, and I'll show you one. You might choose that instead of what I did on the plucks and the arpeggio. So the chorus is the part that I strum, right? The chorus and part of the outro and that like interlude. So every long lost dream. Notice the timing. Down, up, down. Long lost dream led me to where you are. See, that's the emphasis. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. They were like. Now here's the different verse. This verse, the chords are evenly spread, so they're all down strums. They were like northern stars. Did you catch that? Down, up, down. Down, up, down. That's where the emphasis is. Here, here, here. But then, here, here, here. That's the timing difference. Pointing me on my way into your loving arms. And again, this much I know is true. And back to the plucking. Okay? So those two lines, right? Northern Stars and No is True. Those parts, it's three downs are the emphasis, and the chords change on those emphasis notes. So that's why I didn't describe the strum. It's like, well, the emphasis is where the emphasis in the songs are. Long Lost Dream, Where You Are, Broke My Heart, Nor-thern Stars, right? That's where they are. And those are where the chord changes are most of the time. I mean, the second line you don't have a chord change, but that's where the emphasis is. And most of the time, that second one is on an upswing. Now, same thing happens. The same timing happens in the intro and the verse, but there's a different line in the second half of the verse that, I guess the second line in the second half of the verse is the evenly paced one. So let's see. Oh, and now I have to show you my plucks, don't I, first? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do a strum first. So, you know, the only thing I can say is, once again, the emphasis. Imagine you're singing. It's just the intro, but imagine somebody singing the first verse instead. The emphasis is on the same places, so that's where you should put the strong strums. Pause wherever it feels like it's appropriate, or you don't have to pause. But the emphasis should be right down, up, down, up, down. This is down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. All right, that's where it goes. What am I doing though? So here's what I'm doing. I'm plucking. The arpeggio is a fill-in between the plucks. The plucks are in the chord changes and the emphasis of the song. Plucking meaning I'm plucking all four strings. That's it. That's what I mean by a pluck. And then in between, I'm filling in with an arpeggio that just goes from the ceiling to the floor. Also do something else. I wanted it to sound like the lyric. I wanted it to sound like the melody, like this. So since I'm plucking, on that G at the end, I only pluck 3 strings. I leave the highest, the A string, off. So you can hear that, right? Here, otherwise it would have sounded like this, but it was, at least I intended to do that. And that is mostly what I'm doing throughout the whole thing. Exception that sixth line in the verse, the second line in the second half. So, I set out on a narrow way many years ago, hoping I would find true love along the broken road. But here we go, I got lost a time or two. Again, all I'm doing with the arpeggio is filling in, ceiling to the floor. And then that line, wipe my brow and kept pushing through. All right, so if you're strumming again, I got lost a time, down, up, down, 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 down. Those four chords are evenly spaced, unlike every other line in the entire verse. Okay, wipe my brow and kept pushing through. So here I go. Oh, sorry. That's it. My arpeggio is just ceiling to the floor. Sorry. Screwing it up. I couldn't see. And I'm right back to the sort of jump in early on the second and fourth on that next line. That's it. That's the entire song. Okay, now I'm going to play a slow motion, close-up play along from the intro through the first verse to, I tell you what, to the segue, which is just more, it's just the intro again. But so that'll take us out of the chorus and straight to the next verse. So here goes. I'm going to try to make this close up, but show you both hands so you can follow along with what I'm doing. However you like. Here goes now. Slow motion, starting with the intro. 5, 6, 7, and. That every long lost dream led me to where you are. Others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your much I know is true, that God blessed the broken road and led me straight to you. Yes, He did. Screwed up the end there. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.